What's up, everyone? Raiden's Blade 1 here, and in a article I just read today, it was quite interesting. Apparently, the IHS had predicted that their new Sony's new PlayStation VR would be selling at approximately 1.5 million units by the end of 2016. Now, that was quite an interesting goal, in my opinion. I mean, 1.5 million units, that's a lot of units, especially for a PlayStation, or rather a virtual reality system, because now virtual reality alone by itself costs like a pretty big fortune, because as we know with the Oculus Rift, you know, just to get a decent one, you're looking at about roughly let's say $700 to $1,000 just for a decent set. Now, however, while IHS did not give an official amount of how much it would cost, they did say, however, that a person would have to spend no more than about $300 on a PS4. Now, the PS4, granted, has been getting some price down hikes just recently. So, for them to come out and say this, I'm not sure if that means that the PlayStation 4 itself, like the entire console, will be coming down to about $300, and it would kind of explain the price drops that are going on with the PlayStation 4 right now. However, damn it, that was a wrong move. However, for 1.5 million units, that would make sense. I mean, if you want your, because virtuality with how much it costs and everything, I mean, you don't want to charge your players too much, because, I mean, after all, they're not going to, first off, it's going to piss off the fan base, because not all of them are going to be able to enjoy it, and two, the virtual reality, the console virtual reality itself can cost an entire fortune, and you're just going to piss off your fan base if you overcharge them a huge amount. So they would have to keep one of the prices down, and it sounds like it's going to be their PlayStation 4. That's what it just sounds like, anyway. Because, and 1.5 million units, that was more than what was predicted that the Oculus Rift would sell for which was approximately 560,000 that they were planning, or rather predicting that they would sell in 2016, by the end of 2016. And more than what the HTC Vive was going to sell also by the end of 2016. And while these are interesting numbers, this is obviously going to open, I'm really excited about virtual reality, because it's going to open a huge amount of new doors for us in gaming, and add fresher things to it, and things like that. So I'm really excited about it. However, they got to be careful, because they could wind up costing the customer a ton of money, and if it does, they may as well, they're going to be digging themselves a pretty deep hole, because, like I said, they're going to piss off a lot of people, and just a lot of people, plain simply, are not going to be able to afford it. Now, as we all know, that there are also many more different types of virtual realities out there, like with Google's Cardboard one that they came out with, which is pretty cheap looking, but is also made pretty cheap. They weren't predicting that they were going to outsell that, actually. I believe the predictions for that were about 2 point something million units that they were predicting they would sell. So anyway, damn it. For 1.5 million, that's a very intriguing number. I mean, and for what kind of games are going to be coming out for that, that's a whole new can of worms. That's something that I don't think many people have been chit-chatting too much about lately. However, I am really excited to see what they do come out with. So, for pricing-wise, for this to not cost the person $1,000, that wasn't. Also, Microsoft was also coming out with their version, and a version of the virtual reality. And while they didn't say exactly what the release date for that is, it sounded like it was going to be around the same time the PlayStation VR was going to come out, which is about 2016, or rather the early part of 2016. And as for cost, they didn't really say anything about that, much about that either, other than that it was, again, not going to be as much as the an original console. So will this mean price hikes or price drops? Who knows? And this could very well turn around Microsoft's fortunes as well. Or rather, if they're not, for the most part, they have, let's say, they have recovered from the setbacks of 2013, but, this could obviously regain a lot of their fan base back, definitely. Assuming that everyone does this right, which they would have to, because virtual reality is exciting, but they'll need to keep it, but if they market it right, they can pull this off. So 1.5 million units is going to be one interesting number for IHS to hit, and for them to outsell the Oculus Rift, which is basically put on the most effort, or in my opinion, has been a little bit more popular out of them all. It'll be quite an interesting year of 2016 with all these new games that are coming out of exclusives for the PS4 and the Xbox. And as well with this virtual reality that's coming out, it sounds like 2016 may be kind of an interesting year, and probably more turnarounds for newer games coming out instead of with the huge amount of remasters that we were getting this year. So anyway, that's what's been going on in the article. I'll put a link to it in the description below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.